super excited today. Today is one of my most favorite days. One of my most favorite days for my clients and for me, because I get to do good stuff today. What I get to do today is I get to help everyone pause and reset. Hang on. I've got tech stuff again, guys. I literally, for someone who has all her life been okay with tech, I am currently at an age and stage of my life where I'm not able to do that, which is very frustrating. I'm finally having empathy with my mum for when I was a teenager, and I used to get very frustrated with her having to help her with her tech. All right, let's try that button. Let's try that button. Now it should work. Now it should do its thing. There we go. Hey, that one's working. Hopefully this one's going to go too. All right. Hey, magically getting there. All right. So I think what's really, really important is that we understand the biggest shift as women that we need to make. The biggest shift. And it is completely not what you think. It's not what you've been told all your life. It's so different. And it took me so long to figure it out. And so I want to share it with you so that you don't have to spend all that time figuring it out. You need to stop. I love you, and you need to stop. We are taught as women to be on the go all the time, to get busy, to work harder, to do stuff all the time, not just for us, but for other people, for our kids, for our partners, for our businesses. We just get so busy getting busy. And if you're going to be successful in this business journey, that's not where it happens. It's absolutely not where it happens. It happens when we stop. No. And I feel you all cringing collectively, like, you want me to what? I want you to stop. I want you to hit pause. And that's what we're doing today with my clients. So this is my favoriteest day. They're all like, oh, it's a lot of times here. I'm like, I know, but I also know it's where the magic happens, because they actually get to step out of life and out of business and hit pause for a moment and have time to breathe, look up and see what direction are they going in. Because for years I was so busy with my head down doing the work that I didn't stop to lift my head up and go, whew, what am I building? What is it I'm actually doing here? Oh, I'm not building what I want. And for me, this was so true. I was busy building this big business with lots of humans in it and lots of moving parts and lots of employees and so many dollars coming through the door and so many dollars going out. And it wasn't until I had the time to stop and go, is this what I really want? This is what I want to build, that I recognized that it wasn't. It wasn't what I wanted to build. Not at all. I did not want big. I wanted flexibility. That's why I got into business. I got into business so I could be flexible about what was going on, about what was happening for me. And so today we do this about every 8 weeks, because we work in 6-week cycles for a variety of reasons, but mostly because we're entrepreneurs, we're business owners. We're not good at long periods of time focusing on one thing, so we want to keep changing it up for them. So we get together and we stop and we pause and we go, okay, let's check in and look, where did we say we're trying to get to? Because that's one thing you have to have first, right? You can't get where you want to go until you've decided. So make sure you've got some clarity on what you're trying to build, not just in your business, but in your life. It's really important that your business and your life blend together. And so this moment of pause to say, am I on track to the business and the life that I want? Because sometimes business can be honking along super well. And you're like, I'm so excited. There's new clients coming on. Oh, it's amazing. But over there, your husband's like, yeah, okay, but we haven't seen you a week. I can't remember the last time you and I had a date. And, we don't want your kids to forget your name, so if you want to maintain those relationships, and I'm not saying that you have to, but on the proviso that you want to keep your significant other in your life, you might need to just assess a little bit and go, okay, cool. So yes, I'm working really hard on the business and I'm spending too many hours there at the moment. And I also know this has a deadline. And so I can communicate that to the people that I love and say, hey, this is just going to happen until the end of May. This is just going to happen until, I've got another week's worth of this work to do. And then we can hit pause. And I can come back to spending some more time with you guys. But this is really helping us from a future point of view. This is really making a big impact. Or maybe it's like, oh, actually, I'm getting carried away on the shoulds in my business and thinking I could do all these things. And yeah, you could. The more successful you get in business, the more opportunities are going to come along. I promise you. So you want to make sure that you're looking at it and going, is that what I want? You've got to have a filter for working through it. And so that's why today we get together and we go, okay, everybody stop. Everybody sit down. Everybody take a pen and paper. And let's have a look at over the last cycle, over the last 6 to 8 weeks, what worked? What didn't work? What do we want to keep? What do we want to discard? And what do we want to double down on? Because when we have that moment to pause and reset, instead of just getting busy doing all the things, we've got a chance to get rid of the stuff that's not required. We've got a chance to layer up the things that were working really well and keep doing them, because we're good at forgetting what was working and like stopping doing it, even though it was working great. And then keeping going. Now, sometimes people are like, oh my God, everything's amazing. Business is going well. Life's going great. Kids are awesome. And you're like, great, keep going. What are the things that you've been doing in this cycle that you need to do more of? That you need to keep doing. Don't forget about them, because it's really easy when things are going really well to go, oh, I did this thing and it worked really well, and then I stopped doing it. And then if we forget about it, in 6 weeks' time when I meet with them again, they're going to be like, everything's terrible. Like, I don't forget about the stuff that works. And then it's like, what was the stuff that didn't work? And what did we learn from it? Do we need to take some stuff from that? Do we need to just tweak it? Or do we need to throw the whole lot out and start again? So those are kind of our options. And then we commit to some things. We commit to stopping doing some things or starting doing some things or holding on to some things, and we move forward from there. And it's that simple. Because if you're really busy, constantly taking action, I liken it to going on a journey and constantly looking at your feet and getting each foot in front of the other without looking up to go, am I going in the right direction? You want to be going to the right place. And you want to use your limited time, focus, and energy to get you to the right place. And you want to make sure you're checking in regularly so that you don't expend too much energy going the wrong way, because it's easy to do. It's easy to do in life. It's easy to do in business. And if all female business owners did was just stop every now and then and check in with a pen and paper. Don't do it up here. It's too busy up here. 60 to 80,000 thoughts every day. I don't want to be making too many decisions up there. I want to get it out of my head, put it down on paper, give some form to it so that I can make a structured step-by-step move through it. So that's what I'm off to do today. I'm very excited. In fact, we get 2 pauses today. We pause to plan next week's calendar and see what's happening with the Power Hour, and then we get together and we do a 6-week planning, and we're doing that right after it. So loads of planning happening this morning. And then we've made all of those decisions. We can just go and get going, go and do some work, go and put one step in front of the other. So if you have a moment today, put a little block in your calendar, set a little alarm on your phone and say, I'm going to pause just for 30 minutes, just for an hour, to stop and check in. Am I going in the right direction? What do I need to change? What do I need to keep doing? And then you can keep going. But stopping, it's the magic trick.